Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like, who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win, are you pretty like no?
I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the folium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a vision, jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too, dripping my swag.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the New England Patriots. Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Wentz now on first down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll give it to him up the middle. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. He's going to get it running right. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20! Go up. No, 66. Stop! Shadow! Woo!
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Brady now on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. Gronkowski, the intended target.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Go!
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Flushed out right and escapes the sack, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy able to drop him for a loss of 4. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Go!
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
But depending on the team, they'd call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. To throw is Wentz. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Regular.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. Two great competitors, two fantastic players. Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
List two. Black, come on.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into it.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Lawrence Guy breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively.
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Brady going to throw. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Wait, 20. Let's go. 20. 31.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are back within a score. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Wentz now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw.
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go.
It's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
81. Black, come on.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So after the INT, it's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Grade 15, grade 15.
A final shot before half for Wentz. Going deep here for Matthews. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Slater on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this two shall pass, this two shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. On first down, Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Hogan. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Brady now on first down. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Brady will try again on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Throwing on first down. Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now Brady again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Chris Long in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Brady to throw on second down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ronald Darby. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Lion, 82, 82. What's your son?
Now Wentz. And he hits his man, Matthews. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield who can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
82. Lion.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here's Brady to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And now running right through it. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they got a good chance, and then they end up winning this game.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's going to get it running right. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They get it to him running left. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott now to kick this one away. Slater on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Wait! 53, 29, Alpha!
Throwing on first down is Brady. Goes underneath here to White. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Brady throwing on second down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Chris Long able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And right side caught, Hogan. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And they...
Thicker the plot, thicker the bag. Meet them a bite, now leasing no beamer. I'm buying no counter, I'm driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it. The is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. Well, I ain't holding around. Just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for it out. She don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane, asked for a burger, watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. Where we gon' I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one in the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow Joe, kill mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl, hopping up about a Pearl 6, Louis.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New Orleans Saints. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
21. 12. Got it.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. That man, Michael Thomas, what a start to the season. 10 more catches in Week 3 against the Falcons for 129 yards.
I love your descriptor of it. That man, Michael Thomas. I mean, the numbers he's putting up now, right? 38 catches through 3 games. That's an NFL record. We're talking about all time. We might be talking about his pace throughout the season because the number he's chasing is 143. That's Marvin Harrison's single-season record for catches. Michael Thomas is on some type of a pace.
38 receptions. He's been targeted only 40 times.
Here we go. Over. Hey, 21. Hey, two. Got it.
On 1st down, Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direct. It's caught at the 10. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A gain of 32 that time. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Shorty. Black. Listen.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now Wentz on 3rd down. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. Jordan Matthews all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews, 88 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Pardon me, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Sammy! 36.
Breeze now on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Michael Bannon in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
21.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Under. Okay. Got it.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And this is caught at the 8. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Benjamin Watson, 34 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Wentz now on first down. Cortez on left side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, here's Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Trey 15.
From the gun, it's Wentz. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Sheldon Rankins in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Throwing now is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Ram. There we go.
minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jay, 22 yards. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the tailback.
Like an egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhand, really with 2 hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down, and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Breeze now on first down. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Got it.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And he'll go down at the 28. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
21.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing is Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
To throw is Wentz. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. The 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A very solid gain of 27. They go play action here on first down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and now it's 2nd down. Now Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Josh Hill from 17 yards out. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 17-14. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Black, come on. 81.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Black, come on. Black.
Wentz to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ken Crowley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10.
Good set.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Breeze. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Set. 21.
On first down, Breeze. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
13.
Breeze going to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he slides to avoid the hit. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on the big offensive line.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now Breeze on third down. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Benjamin Watson, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Get I got money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I said, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I parked my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said, you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? And I look at my snap. I take your man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. That be late, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Babe, back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Easy. Under. 21.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll bring up a second down.
12. Chill. Got it. Two.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
14.
Breeze now on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 2nd down.
12.
Breeze to throw again. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A very solid gain of 27. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Bobby Wagner in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Breeze to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they didn't come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Speaking of Chris Carson, week 1 he had 7 carries, 6 in week 2. And Pete Carroll says he's gassed in that Monday night game after playing on special teams. Well, then he comes back on week 3, carries the ball 32 times, CD.
Yeah, for 102 yards and a touchdown. So my guess, he didn't play much on special teams against Dallas. They made sure he just carried the football. And first-round pick Rashad Penny only got 3 carries. But here's why Chris Carson became the lead guy. Physical. He's going to pound it inside the tackles. He's going to make defenses have to tackle him over and over. And after a while, you don't want to hit that guy anymore. And he wore down the Dallas defensive front and allowed Seattle to make some extra plays.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet.
And the pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Sheldon Rankins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a bounce.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Meredith, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Lutz now to kick this one away. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. That one goes for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Wilson. Wide open, it's Marshall complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing is Wilson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They run it with Carson. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Carson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Janikowski good with the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Out to kick is Janikowski. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's Breeze. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Wilson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now a toss play. It's Carson. Fights him off. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Carson. Wilson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Janikowski bangs it through, and that will knock things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. It's complete to Lockett. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he pulls him over. He showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Wilson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, That's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline of being an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. They'll toss it out to Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Janikowski now for the point after. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Out to kick is Janikowski. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever they will.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougald. Shreds him with a stiff arm.
I sound him.
Okay, I'm back to school. This is open campus. This is I should slap it open-handed. Tough life, I told her motto she need lower standards. Asked her if she had a twin. I feel like Joey Tanner. Big spender, Kris Jenner, I promote the family. Kardashian, see the Benzo, she like, oh, it's happening. Think she called me, cause she never knew her daddy. And my all black, Rhythm Nation, Janet, boy, don't make me Jackson. Bodily, what's underground, frontin' like a ride with the mob. Why shouldn't I charge me, myself, and I? Play the odds, a yes man, it's just a bobblehead doll, holler them all. Strutting like Pac out the court, hop out the Porsche. Shake that, got that on menus, the a la carte. Boy, I had to make my point about this wave. Watch for the sharks bounce. I gave it up, I'm talking Cuban links. Tell her ain't no weak link in my Cuban link. Only like my age. We was gangin' since the platinum Fubu days. I got dreams of being Hova out your movie, yay. Listen, babe, it's so good you'll think I'm cool with yay. Okay, my diamonds dancing, I could Lisa Ray. Life is hard, but it's easy being truthful, baby. For real, overload. This is like I got like my pinky. Money, baby, we don't pay, but ain't ours. Bet it back, I bet I match it like the same style. Chopsticks for beef, I'm shutting PF chains down. I gave you prophecy, my first one, then you lamed out. Luckily, sold, but it wasn't for me. Still the flow raw, peep the way I bubble in these streets. Who can with me?
Nikki, baby.
Go.
Look, I defeated my fears, soaked a towel in my tears. So ahead of my time, what comes next are all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my chin check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, I had to give them my dues. Never got a talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Now, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
On first down, Rodgers. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Green 18. That's fine now.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Green 18. Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary. A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Rodgers now to throw. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers finding his tight end, Graham. Packer first down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, where am I going?
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Rodgers to throw on second down. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Montgomery back to the ground. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. On 2nd down, Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
14. 14. Gotta go. 14.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Clay Matthews in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kenny Clark able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. CD, as Green Bay files their way back out here for offense, what did you take away from that loss that you called last week against Washington?
Wouldn't be surprised if they run the ball a little bit more in the future, try and help out Aaron Rodgers in his knee. Ty Montgomery, he's the number 2 back. The number 1 guy, Jamal Williams. And right now, number 3 is Aaron Jones, but he could rise up because he's so explosive. But it's the guys out wide, normally dependable, weren't as much in this game, mainly Randall Cobb. Uncharacteristic drops, 2 of them. And then Lance Kendricks, their tight end, he had a big drop late in the ball game. That helped stymie their comeback.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Rodgers hands to Montgomery. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Yeah, Liz. That's 58. Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
18. Zoom.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
18.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it.
All right, 18. Jump out.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Ty Montgomery taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, he shoots past him. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big gain of 31 on third down. Wilson will throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his big receiver, Marshall. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking for his big target, Brandon Marshall. And it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
14.
To throw again is Wilson. Right back for Marshall. This time it's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And now running right through it. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. Shakes off the sag. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. Wilson in the offense, not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
14.
They're going to try and throw. And Marshall's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. To throw is Wilson. He's going to fire one deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. That goes for a gain of 31. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This is Carson. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They get it to him running left. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Janikowski good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Out to kick is Janikowski. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They keep it with Penny on first down. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
On second down, here's Penny. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, after getting the ball in prime position to score after a fumble recovery, you think you're in a great spot. But the defense on the field is saying not so fast, and they've held firm on the first 2 plays.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a handoff looking right, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Check 50, check 50.
They get it to him running left. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
Let's go, 14.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And Janikowski bangs it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. After the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check 26. Oko, over here.
He's back to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Aaron Rodgers so cool in these situations, but he's got to get his guys moving.
Yeah, they have to be able to have that urgency while still keeping their cool.
And Adams has it complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Reset. Hey, easy. Stay right.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Look over here. Box it, box it, box it, box it.
And this is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Clock now under 30 ticks and running.
Hey, check 26.
He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a
out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm 2 up right now, 2 up right now, I'm two, on one day on my 3rd, I was 2 broke, now I'm 2 rich, made 100K on my 3rd shift, I'm a boy, so, boy, and I'm a gangster, and you a, boy, man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now. Need crew love right now. Cause we 2 up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm 2 up right now, 2 up right now, yeah, I'm 2 up, round blew up, copped that new rape on them haters, threw up, brother went to jail for them, told me you up, first time I seen 100 bands, yeah I grew up, ooh, on the couches with my shoe up, and we was getting that record label money for.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with a jive. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Great 15! Great 15! Black! There, Blue 80! 87!
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And Matthews has it right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
15! Great 15! 82! Liz! 82! Here,
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Great 15, great 15. Go.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, it's Wentz. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. This is Ajayi. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's Ajayi. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
That's the way to hit.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. That is caught at the 7-yard line. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Set him back 5. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. And Elliott puts this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out. From the shotgun, Ryan. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 yards there and a first down.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy, and who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Shoves him aside. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, Freeman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Pushing him away. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, 30 yards. And the Falcons are in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That'll be taken in the end zone. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Ertz has it left side. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Great 15. Great 15.
Wentz now on first down. Flushed out right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They run with Ajayi. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now it's Ajayi. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Come on now.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And yes, what a play. How can I not get excited about that? How about the agility shown on the play and the suddenness with which he brought him down?
Let's go. Hey, stack. Run.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz drops it off to Ajayi. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
82.
Wentz going to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keith Tandy. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. It's a short kick taken to the 15. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now Ryan on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. Jordan Hicks, he's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now Sproles. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Great 15, great 15.
Wentz will try again on second down. His throw incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Now Wentz on third down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Shorty. Don't go. What's that?
They do go for it. It's Wentz. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards.
81. Let's by two. 81.
On first down, Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
The Eagles on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Get over there. Go.
Throwing now is Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, it wasn't a big strike. But that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Great 15, great 15.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And he connects with Ertz. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
This 5-7.
He's going to get it running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jay Ajayi taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Fletcher Cox able to get him for a loss of about 3. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to go down again. Jordan Hicks in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And no, it's incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Wentz to throw on second down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
On the ball. Sunday.
Now they try the right side here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Lion. What's your son? 52, great.
Wentz to throw. They still can't get it. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Timmy Jernigan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Here's Ryan. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. Ryan to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Throwing now is Ryan. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
81.
Wentz to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Come on now. Let's go. Hey, stat.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
82. That's it.
Now Wentz. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.